forgot to check my teeth before I press go live. Right, hello, yeah. No, not young cancer ladies. Cancer ladies, elders. Yeah, hello. So welcome to your divine protection reading. We got your decks here, already shuffled. So let's see what your message is. Divine protection for cancer ladies. What does God want to tell you? Interesting. A lot of disruptions, Cancer. Okay. So I feel like you've been going through a time of delay and disruption. It's like things are not going the way that you set out to make them go. God want you to know it's alright. Do no evil. That enough at the bottom of the deck we have not even think evil. Okay? God says, it's all on me. I got this. Don't you worry. Don't worry your pretty little head. Okay? So just keep going. Even through the delays, just keep going. It's okay. God put them there. Or God allowed them to be there. You're in good hands. Keep going for your 3D blessings. So this is achieving things in the physical realm. Okay, not the spiritual realm. This is real things, like whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, whether it's a job, whether it's having love in your life, whether it's good family connections, whether it's money, whether it's material possessions, land, car, clothes, shoes, whatever it is that you're after, keep going. Okay, you're gonna have blockages, but just keep going anyway, because it's like God is using you. So it's like God is using you to work on whoever it is that's causing these delays for you. So right now it's like your bait. That's how I would put it. You are bait in a situation. So there are people tracking you and blocking you, thinking that they're fighting you and they're delaying you, when really and truly God is trapping them. So it's like they're being tested, but God is using you to test them. So God's saying it's none of your business. Don't you worry. You wake up to go to the shop, and when you leave, somebody probably what hit your car. It's okay. Think no evil. It's all part of God's master plan. Okay? You'll be covered. If you are charged for it, God will provide the money. If that's how God wants the story to go. Okay? So you have no reason at all to think any evil. Just keep going to get what you want out of life. So you got the best part of the deal, really. Okay? So God wants you to know it's alright. Don't do any evil and don't even think any evil. Just keep going. Like it never happened. Okay? Stay happy, stay functional, keep going. Just know you're gonna meet fuckeries on the way. Say, oh yeah, this is what God was talking about. Or this is what Chanel said God was talking about. However you be saying what you say to yourself. Yeah. The birdie came and whispered in my ear that this is. So there's no need to fear and no need to worry, my love. Just keep going. It's like Roadrunner and Wiley Coyote. Oh my God, it's so hard. Like beep beep, them people, cartoons from back in what 80s. Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. Right. So it's like Wile E. Coyote keep trying to get Roadrunner, but Roadrunner just, no matter what Wile E. Coyote do, it can't catch Roadrunner. Roadrunner just be, if Ellie set a trap, Roadrunner will come up. When the trap come up, Roadrunner will say beep beep and gone. By the time Wile E. Coyote come around by the trap to see if he actually caught Roadrunner, who gets caught in the trap? Wile E. Coyote. That's your life right now. I think the cartoon is called Roadrunner. Let's check out 1 or 2 episodes. You'll see what I'm talking about. That's your life right now. It's quite comical if you ask me. It's funny as shit. Maybe not while you're going through it, but you'll be able to look back and laugh at it. That's a promise. That's a guarantee. It's only annoying while you're going through it. Like, you ever gone through something and it was hard while you're going through it, and then years after you look back at it and it's like, why was I even so upset? It just, why did I even allow myself to be so sad? You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be one of them, right? So, all right. Interesting. You see that? Okay, let's see. Aww, sad. Let's see, the underlying issue, we have communication. Okay, uneducated. We got appreciated, educated. So you're a little bit sad because you don't know how to express yourself properly. But God said it's just a distorted belief system. God says you're not giving yourself enough credit. You can't see yourself clearly, and this is the reason why. So, okay, let me tell you. The first, you need to have clarity where there is confusion. So, let me tell you. When it comes to communication, if you feel like you're not smart enough, you need to realize that everybody is at their own level, okay, of development. Do not let the fact that you have not reached somebody else's level hold you back. You may be a little bit embarrassed because you're on a lower tier or lower level than somebody else, but you need to see past that, because the only way you can get to being educated is by actually going through it. You can't go around it. So whoever want to laugh at you now, let them laugh. Don't be so thin-skinned. Don't be so easy to break. Like, what are you? Glass? I don't think so. So here what? Yes, this is where I'm at. I had a terrible start in life. I wasn't as focused I was supposed to be in my past, but now I know better. And what you need to do, you can laugh right now, but watch out to see who I become in a few years from now. You may have to come to me for a job. Be careful. That's how you should see yourself, because God don't make foolishness. And what you put into life is what you're going to get out of life. So you could stay there and be sad and do nothing, or you can learn to appreciate being educated. You can learn to be contented with where you're at and work towards where you want to be. Clear up this confusion. Okay? So at the end of the day, even if you don't communicate at the same level or like other people, they can still understand what you're saying. It's just that human beings, we have been programmed to be, what is the word? Like, we've been programmed to be, what is the word? When you're like, false self-exaltation. So it's like, we've been programmed to feel that we're better than, and we've been programmed to look down on other people when they're beneath us. But the truth is, everybody is beneath somebody. So whoever is laughing at you, or whoever is trying to make you feel bad for the level that you're at, See them in a room with someone who is above their level, and they will suddenly be put in the position that you're in. And then the person that is better than them will be looking at them the way that they're looking at you. That's just the cycle of life. The objective is to rise out of that situation. If you don't like where you're at, put in the work to move out of that reality and set yourself a new standard. See, you have to put in the work. And remember, it's not about how other people see you, it's about how you see yourself. So be honest about where you're at, whether it's a high level or a low level, it's okay. You know what you're working towards. You're working towards this. You're working towards upgrading. Because the thing is, a lot of us start off life wrong in that we don't take education as seriously as we're supposed to take it. Fair enough, the education is limited, but how to read and write and do mathematics, the basics, learning basic science and stuff like that is actually helpful in life itself. Okay? And because we were young and we didn't really know the importance of education in our future, in our adulthood, we didn't take it as seriously as we could have and should have when we were younger. So many people fall into that trap. So it's like now you're coming to the realization that, yeah, you fell into that trap too. So get yourself out. Buy some books. You know what I did? I bought some books because I'm terrible at mathematics. I'm much better at like English and literature and stuff like that. So what I did, I bought some math books. And when I go on to like get games and stuff like that, sometimes I get games that make me have to do mathematics. And now I love mathematics, but I've always seen myself as being a master mathematician. But I'm very far from that right now. But I know if I put in the work, I'll get there because I am not where I want to be as far as my mathematical skills go, but I'm certainly not where I used to be. It used to be embarrassing. Okay? And I feel that what used to be so bad about it for me is not that I can't do the math, but I get nervous. See, like if I'm buying something and I'm to get back my change and I don't want to be robbed or look like a fool, I'll try to do the mathematics, and me trying to do the mathematics quickly, it automatically made me get anxious. So then I can't think straight. So part of the way forward would be to try and stay calm. You know, take your time. Acknowledge your shit and let even the person in front of you know that you're shit. And it don't matter what they think about you. You stand there and you work and you do get it right because you took your time and you could walk out of there feeling proud. And what? Shit. I may not be as quick as you, but I get there. See your next message. And maybe the person that you're talking to is even shittier than you. They're just pretending. Then there's that. So don't allow people to decide for you how you feel about yourself. That's the moral of the story. Don't let other people teach you how to feel about yourself and your situation. Unless it's positive and helpful and progressive. Okay. So so the first card we have to come out for this one is It's a Setup. We have Good Times and Arguing. So somebody is pretending to be nice to you. Somebody is bringing you a whole bunch of laughter and good vibes just so that they can break your heart. Okay? It's a setup. It's a plan. And I don't know why they want to do that. So watch out for that as well. Don't let nobody break you. I don't give a fuck who they are and what they're about. Let's see the underlying issue. So we have inheritance, telepathic communication, banker, fake ass friends. So let's see what that's saying so far. Let's read. Okay, so somebody is trying to make you think that this shit is normal. Somebody want to normalize this lifestyle for you. So somebody want to normalize you inviting fake ass people into your life. Let me tell you something. Love does not hurt. Love heals. Okay? Even if it's tough love and you have to see, like, okay, for example, when we have children and they do something bad, we have to discipline them. That doesn't mean that we don't love them, but we're doing it for their own good because we know that disciplining them is going to put them on the right track. So, people who truly love you, they may tell you the truth. They may treat you some way that make you feel a kind of way, but then you can see how that actually benefits you. That's how you know you're around real people, not fake ass people. Okay? If these two cards were switched, if you had arguing and then good times, then maybe it's not so bad. But if you have good times to lead you to arguing, that's worse. Okay? Because this way you could say maybe somebody's testing you to see your fire. So they're riling you up so that they could say, it's just a joke. It's alright. I was just testing you to see. But when it's like this, they want to break your heart. Why you want to set me up to feel good and me to this energy? That's evil. Okay? So, what they want you to do is think that it's okay to collect a whole bunch of fake friends. They want you to think that this is what friendships actually look like. They want you to think that collecting fake friends is normal, is your destiny. Need I even continue? Yes? All right. Let's see, we have babysitter, abortion. A babysitter. What's a babysitter? A babysitter, first of all, they look after a baby. What's a baby? A baby is a small human being that cannot help itself. Do you need human beings to look after you because you cannot help yourself? No. So any babysitters around you, it's time to abort them. This is basically somebody who's trying to control you, somebody who's trying to steer you how they want to steer you. They want to give you money when they feel like, if they feel like, how much they feel like. They want to give you respect and love if they feel like, whenever they feel like, however they feel like. It's not about giving you what is rightfully due to you. So it's like you're more mature than them, but they want to be the one in control of you. It don't make no sense. Don't try to even make sense out of it. Incarnation, celibacy. To incarnate, good God, fired. Look at all these cards. To incarnate means to bring into existence. Celibacy is to abstain. It's not just from sex, but celibacy is to abstain, period. And fired. Oops. Abortion. Look at all these quick cards. I'm not gonna continue. I'm done with you with this one. So I hope you got the message. You don't need nobody in your life that's going to treat you like you're a child. Especially if you're the one who, you pay your own bills, you feed yourself, you look after your own responsibilities. Where do they come in trying to act like there's some kind of lord over you? That make any sense to you? Moving on. See your last message. The only one that you need to have over you is God. You don't need people, because people will put you up and take you down when they feel like. It's better when you're working with God. That way you are the executive of your own life, not other people. You can't trust God. You can't trust other people. God will guide you and tell you what to do and what to say. That's why prayer exists. Ask for what you want from the Most High. Develop a good relationship with God. That's your partner in crime and your partner in good. That's all I have to say about that. These human beings. We are all gods and goddesses. Let them be God over their own life and you be God over yours. Through God. Your second God. Second in command God over your life. Not third. Because if you're letting them control your life, then that means you're like in third place in control over your life. So there's God, then there's this idiot who consider themselves your babysitter, and then your power comes in. So you have to listen to God, you have to listen to them, and then you have the power to listen to yourself. Who are they? Cut out the middleman. You don't need a middleman between you and your creator. You don't need a middleman between you and your power, you and your destiny. You are the master of your destiny through God. You are second in command, God. Okay, so the first card we have here is be independent, do it alone. Second in command, God. We have conscious music. The meaning is in the name. What do the masses need to be conscious of? The question here is, what do you need to be conscious of? This is not about other people now. This is about you recognizing your power. And then we have it takes courage to be original. And my hand is shaking. Is that you? I know it could be an intimidating experience because it's like stepping out on faith. Faith is the things that we hope for but are not yet seen. It's like you can't see where you're going, but we're still requesting of you for you to trust that you're going to a good place. And I would imagine that it's hard for you to accept that as true because you're a person who prefers to see and know where you're going. But this is God telling you I think you need to watch over this reading. To do no evil and think no evil. Keep going. Just go after what you want in your life. Be the boss of your own self. Because the decisions that you choose to make, the final decisions that you choose to make, you're the one who is going to either suffer or be rewarded for them. If you're allowing other people to make these decisions for you, then you can't really blame them for when things go bad or when things go good, because at the end of the day, you allowed them to have that much power over you. So let's look at it when things go bad. So if you allow these human beings who consider themselves your babysitter to decide for you your fate, what you do, what you don't do, what you have, what you don't have, where you should go, who you should become friends with, if you will allow them to make these decisions for you, if your life turns out in a way that you find is unfavorable or undesirable, if your life turns out to be a mess, you cannot entirely blame them. You have to blame yourself because you gave them that power to influence you. This is what God is trying to get you to realize. You don't have to allow anybody to influence you. You don't have to allow it. The final decision in your life is always yours. You don't need a middleman. You need to talk to God. You need to develop your relationship with God. You need to develop your faith in God. And I feel that that's where the biggest problem is, because you're probably the type of person who is used to having someone around. You're used to having someone in the physical around. But that's because you're afraid. That's all that it is. But the thing is, you're choosing the wrong people, because these are people who want to control you. If you want to have people around you, have people around you who give you advice and then let you make your decisions yourself, not people who tell you what to do. There's a big difference. Okay? A, a proper friend, how a proper friend looks, is one who would tell you the truth, but they don't try to make you swing this way or that way. They allow you to swing however you choose to swing in your heart. And if they're really smart, whether you make a quote unquote good decision or a bad decision, they will still support you because they know that your intentions are good. And if you make a quote unquote mistake, then it doesn't mean that they should write you. That was part of God's grand plan. If they're wise, they'll know that. Okay? So it's not about not having people around you, it's about having the right people around you. And having the right people around you means having people around you who are quite willing to encourage you to be the master of your own destiny. Good people, God people, don't try to control others. That is a force of darkness, whether they recognize it or not. It's free will. You choose. You are the star of your own movie. You get to decide what choices you make, what you say, what you do. Okay? That's how life should go. So if you have people around you who are trying to make you go this way or that way, they're not actually for you. They don't know what love is. They don't know how to love you properly. And sometimes you are all that you have. That's why it's good to be friends with the Most High. So you're never truly alone. If you choose to cut the Most High out of your mind and out of your life, then you will feel alone. But if you choose to acknowledge the fact that God is real, and although you can't see God, God guides you. You can hear when God is sending you messages. You can feel when God is sending you direction. If you choose to believe that, then you will know you're never truly alone. You have to understand that God has the power to put it in anybody's heart to bless you. So you don't need to kiss nobody's ass to be comfortable or to feel safe in life. God is enough. Because God can stay from wherever it is and make somebody next to you bless you. Here's an example that I find myself using a lot. So let's say somebody wants to hurt you, right? There's so many ways to kill a man or a woman. You don't have to worry about that, because they could be on their way to your house to hurt you. And before they get to your house, some bus a car or something, lick them down. Knock them down and kill them. They can't get to you unless God wants them to get that close to you. Do you know that you could be eating a sweetie and die from eating a sweetie or candy? It could stick in your throat and you're dead. You don't have to trouble nobody. You don't have to worry about people and what they think they can do to you. God. It starts and ends with God. Get that in your head and your life will be so much better. Let God decide who should be in your life. Let God be your advisor. Let God be your top advisor. Ain't nothing wrong with bouncing ideas off of people, but when they want to tell you what to do, that's a different kind of vibe. You don't need that. You are the master of your life. You are the boss in your life. You are the executive of your life. You are second in command, God of your life. Okay? So I hope that sank in. So we have don't change your perspective as the underlying issue. Stop working with you know who. So that means you know that these people are not good for you. You know. So since you know, I'm not going to go any further. God said read and understand contracts before signing. Know your value. So it's the same thing I've been here saying to you. You make the final decision. Don't let people make the final decision for you. Okay? Assume authority over your life, over your fate. And who don't want to respect your authority over your own life, they got to go. Because that means that they're up to bad things. You don't need them kind of friends. You don't need them kind of family. You don't need them kind of children. Anybody can get it. Yeah, that's the motive. That's the motion. Anybody can get it. Don't take no shit from nobody, my love. Because at the end of the day, when you make your decisions, you're the one who have to suffer. It don't make no difference if somebody else told you to do that. You're the one who have to suffer. If somebody tell you who to marry in life and you marry them and it turn out to be an abuser, if he turn out to be an abuser, you decided to marry him. They tell you marry him, but you decided to marry him. You could have said no. It would have probably mashed up your friendship with the person who was advising you. But it's better that you mess up that relationship than for you to live your life in an abusive relationship. Because when the man beat your ass, they're over there in their comfortable bed, most likely chilling out. Final decision is yours. Okay? No compromise. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the very best going forward. Take care.